Hi, my name's Susie Page. I'm the HR Director at Page Harris and work alongside Kieran and Hannah, who are going to tell you a little bit about their experiences of working for Page Harris and studying by virtual learning at the University College of Estate Management.
Well, I'd always had an interest in property growing up, and then when I started looking into it a bit further, I realised it was a really broad industry with lots of different career paths and lots of opportunities to go into.
Now I can actually look back after working in the industry. Something which I didn't know at the time was the social side of the commercial sector. You not only can work by yourself on certain projects with your own clients, you can actually work either in-house with other team members, or you work with other companies, i.e. sort of London firms or other Thames Valley firms, and that gives you sort of best of both worlds, which it really did, find of interest. So something that really made me consider my options at the time and sort of evaluate what I'm going to do, what path I'm going to take, was actually I was in the university, the college year, where university fees jumped from £3,000 a year up to £9,000 a year. So I really had to assess my options. Didn't want to come out with a large sort of student debt at the time. So therefore I looked into this sort of role and this sort of scheme, which was of interest to me because I knew I could gain invaluable knowledge with the job and twinned alongside studying a degree, and then go hand in hand and work together.
Well, when the opportunity presented itself, it was a no-brainer, to be honest. I will have 6 years experience when I graduate from the course, experience which will be invaluable and will hold me in good stead for the rest of my career. And it's also been really useful to study the materials that I do a lot on my everyday work, and I'm also able to save while working full time, which is really great.
Yeah, that is a key feature. I think that's so important that you can save at the same time as working and earning your degree. Well, at first glance, it does seem as if it's going to be tougher than what I think it actually is, because you think, where am I going to get the time from? But actually, routine sort of kicks in and you get used to that work-life balance. You can then actually implement what you're learning in your degree, in your job, and sometimes I've actually had it where it's the other way around, where I've learned something through the job on a day-to-day basis, where it's then come up in the degree course. So actually you feel as if you're one step ahead, and it's a lot more time efficient with your learning, and you can actually progress a lot quicker than somebody who's just at university, who doesn't have that work experience.
So the key benefit for me is that I get to do it in my own time. I can be pretty flexible with how I decide to do my studies, so I tend to do a few hours during the week after work, or as and when I can fit it in, and then I tend to dedicate a day at the weekend to just make sure I've caught up on all the material. It is manageable, as long as you're pretty good with your time management. And it's also really good that the tutors tend to still be working within the industry. So they are pretty up to date with all the latest information and all the latest laws, which is really useful.
For me, the best bit of advice that I could give is start as soon as you can. I think that's so important. Getting the work experience is, it's a huge benefit, not only to your studies, but how you develop as a person as you go through your job role. It's so key, and you get to sort of develop along the way.
And I think following on from that, I've met some really great people and already been involved in some really exciting projects. No 2 days are the same, which is nice. Creates a bit of variety in the role. And it's also really interesting to get to know what's going on in your local area, or local plans, all the regeneration, bits and pieces like that. It's really interesting.
Well, I find that the nature of the way the company's structured means that actually we can get involved in quite a variety of tasks. It's not like we're just working in one specific job role. We do cover pretty much everything from sort of general agency stuff all the way to professional work. So you get that real variety. So it means on a day-to-day basis, it's constantly changing, constantly evolving. You've got new clients coming along. So it's great sort of being out, meeting new people, dealing with new matters. There's lots of things that come up, sometimes surprise you.
Yes.
So it makes it interesting on a day-to-day basis.
No, I can see that because we're a small company, you do get to do everything from letting of shops to an office to investment, so a variety.
I think as you go on as well and you get sort of more accustomed to your role and you sort of develop as a person, you then realise what you would like to focus in, so you can actually grow and sort of specialise a bit more in an area if you like, and sort of take your day-to-day work in that direction.
Yes, no, definitely. And Hannah, what about you? What have you enjoyed the most working for us?
So for me, it definitely has to be the team dynamic and atmosphere in the office. There is a lot of banter within the office, which has been really nice for someone coming in sort of as their first full-time proper job. We get a lot done for a relatively small firm, and we have a good time while doing it, and it's really nice to know that actually no question was ever too silly, and that's quite reassuring, I think, when I came in initially.
That's really good. I mean, I think we're a small company, we're friendly, as you said, sense of humour really important, and we're approachable, which I think is really good. Both of you have also, one of the things I wanted to say is that you've both worked in Bracknell and Maidenhead, and that you've both been able to swap over to the other offices, so you really gained an insight into working for two different, for one company but two different teams. So thanks very much, Kieran and Hannah. Hopefully what it's given you is an idea of what it's like to earn and learn, what it's like to work at Page Hardy Harris and study for the degree programme. We do hope that you're interested, because we would love you to come and join our team. Thank you.